Hey, it's been a while since you've seen me in this chair, hasn't it? The other day we got a trailer for Super Mario 3D World, and before that trailer, we knew nothing about Bowser's Fury. We knew nothing, and now we know quite a bit. I'm gonna go ahead and give my opinion on it. It's been a while since my opinion on, it, so I got a new kind of. It's not really setup. It's more just my camera and my chair, and me. Let's get started. Real quick, I want to mention a few things about the game. 3D World is a great game. I don't like how the game, it doesn't really make you, but if you want like shiny stars on your profile, you gotta complete the game 5 times. Essentially 5 times, yeah. Because you gotta do it as Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Toad, and then I believe, the Star World, I believe that's what it's called, you unlock Rosalina, I think, a second level, and you have to go back and beat the game with her. You have to go back and beat every level with her and get the top of the flag. I'm not gonna do that because it's just shiny stars. I think someone like Nitro said it. You don't really get anything. It's just a visual thing. And while I would like to see, wow, I did it, maybe I'll do it in my free time. But as of right now, my main goal isn't to beat the game with every character. It's just to beat the game to get to what I'm going to presume is the new mode. Well, I'm not going to assume. I'm going to assume that it comes after the game, which is Bowser's Fury. And there were a lot of things that I saw in the trailer, and I kind of want to talk about it. So first thing I want to mention is that Mario is doing the dive in the trailer. Like, as you can see now, he's doing what looks to be the dive from Mario Odyssey. So either that's returning exclusively for the new mode, Bowser's Fury, or that's a new mode, like that's a new move you can perform, and that's actually really cool. I'm glad that they're adding like moves from a new game to an old one. It's not really an old game. It only came out 2014, I want to say. So it's only about 7 years old right now. I don't want to say it's old. I've got older games on my shelf, but it's definitely old, like an older game. So like taking new moves and putting them in older games, that's actually really cool, and I kind of like that. Another thing I want to mention is Bowser Jr. is there. As far as I'm aware, we currently don't know how Bowser Jr. got there and why he's there. But as I'll talk about in a second, I have a theory as to why he's there. Bowser Jr. is there. He does a few things. Revealed in the overview is that you can, like the overview trailer that came out this morning, or the other day, depending on when I'm uploading this. We got a glimpse that it's 2-player. The other player can control Bowser Jr. in the new mode, Bowser's Fury. You can control Bowser Jr. And that's honestly really cool. I'm super glad. I'm glad Jr. is getting like all of the spotlight. Back whenever he first was showing up in Sunshine, he just kind of was a rare occurrence, and only happened every so often. He showed up in Sunshine, then Partners in Time. He showed up in most Mario and Luigi RPGs. I think the only 2 he didn't show up in were the first and Bowser's Inside Story. But even then, I'm pretty sure he showed up in Bowser Jr. Yeah, he did. Duh. He showed up in Bowser Jr.'s Journey. But other than the remakes, he didn't appear in Bowser's Inside Story at all. But he didn't appear in Bowser's Inside Story and was not even mentioned in Superstar Saga. Because the Koopalings essentially replaced him for like a good 5 years. They showed up in all new Super Mario games except for the first one. They replaced him in Mario 3. They didn't replace him because the Bowser Jr. didn't show up till after the Koopalings, but the Koopalings kind of just replaced Bowser Jr. for a little bit. And then the Koopalings were replaced by the Broodals in Mario Odyssey, and now the Broodals are gone, presumably forever, unless they bring him back in like Mario Kart 9 or something, I don't know. But up until now, we've gotten quite a bit of Bowser Jr. love recently. He was a main focus in Origami King. He's in Smash Bros. Ultimate. He's in Smash for Wii U. And his moveset in both of those games are kind of iffy. I'm on the fence about it. I'm glad they're using the Clown Car, but at the same time, I wish they didn't. But it's nice to see that Bowser Jr. is getting some really nice love. And they even brought back the Magic Paintbrush from Sunshine, which I don't believe we've seen in a while. So they brought that back, but instead of having the EGAD logo on it, it now has Bowser Jr.'s logo on it. So fans are speculating either Nintendo was retconning EGAD from the entire series, or Bowser Jr. made a copy of the Magic Paintbrush because at the end of Sunshine, the Magic Paintbrush ended up on Il Piantissimo's hands because of the end of the game. After the trailer, there was an image, and Il Piantissimo was finding not a copy of it, but rather the same magic paintbrush that Bowser Jr. had, as you can tell, because the EGAD logo is still on it. But that's for a later time. So yeah, Bowser Jr. is in the game, and that's really cool. I'm glad that they're implementing him into the game. How they're gonna do it is beyond me. I don't know what he's doing there, but I have a feeling it's because of this new form right here, Fury Bowser. I'm not a huge fan of Fury Bowser, and when I say that, I really like this design here. It's super cool, and it's something we've only seen once before, which was in Mario Strikers, which got a lot of fans hyped up, because that's honestly really cool, but rather, I don't like the name. Fury Bowser sounds really dumb. It just makes him sound angry. Bowser's always furious. Like, we've heard the term Bowser is furious a couple times in the past, so the name Fury Bowser doesn't really work. But originally, some guy came out on Twitter and was like, hey, his Japanese name is Godslayer Bowser, which we now know is not true. But I'm sticking with Godslayer Bowser, because Fury Bowser doesn't sound all that threatening to me. It's kind of stupid to me. I don't think Fury Bowser is threatening at all. But the look of Fury Bowser, he's big. Like, I've seen a lot of people saying that, like, you know, it's either a callback to Mario Strikers, or they just completely forgot about that game and they just somehow made a coincidental Bowser form. But other than that, yeah, we're not. As far as I'm aware, we're not getting any new power-ups in Bowser's Fury, so that kind of sucks. I really wish we were getting new power-ups, but we do have amiibo support now. That's nice. The Cat Mario amiibo, which I believe comes out the same day as the game, will give you a power-up that wasn't in. I guess we do have one new power-up. It's the Invincible Cat Bell, which that's what I'm calling it. I'm not calling it the White Cat Bell. That just sounds kind of dumb. But the Invincibility Cat Bell makes you invincible. It's essentially the Invincible Tanuki Leaf, but instead of the Tanuki power-up, it's the Cat power-up. And Cat Peach amiibo will give you just some random item. It's not locked to one specific item, it's just a random item. But every other amiibo that's also come out is also compatible with the game. So something like, let's say, the Inkling amiibo, I don't know what they do yet, but they'll give you what I can either assume are coins, power-ups, or some other thing that we don't know about yet. But it's probably going to be power-ups, similar to how they did it in Kirby Planet Robobot, where I believe, let's use the Inkling amiibo as another example, this would give you the poison power-up, or the poison copy ability, I think. I believe it would be, anyway. So maybe Inkling will give you like a power-up that would kind of make sense in context of Splatoon. Similar to Pokemon, you know, all the other Mario amiibos, even the Star Fox. We don't have Star Fox themed amiibo, but we do have Star Fox amiibo, you know, Fox, Falco, and Wolf. But yeah, Bowser's Fury, it looks really nice. How Mario gets there has been revealed, so if you don't want to know about how Mario gets to the new island, I forget the name, but if you don't want to know how he gets there, go away. Probably, I don't know I don't know, probably skip ahead like 10-15 seconds, but anyway, he gets there through an M on the floor, which expands and he falls into the new area. I don't know what it is, but he gets there. So, now that that's out of the way, and if you've successfully avoided, congratulations. But yeah, we've talked about how Mario gets to the new island. We don't know how Bowser Jr. gets there yet. Presumably the same way Mario gets there. But now I'm gonna assume why Bowser Jr. is helping us. In Origami King, Bowser Jr.'s journey, and I think that's it. Bowser Jr. has always been saving something. I think in Bowser Jr.'s journey, he's saving Bowser, and I know in Origami King, that's what he's out to do. He's going to save Bowser. Which, if you remember, or if you can't tell, Bowser Jr.'s dad is Bowser. And if this is going the way I think it is, and how it goes, Bowser is so angry, and you know, he turns into Fury Bowser. That is canon, I'm pretty sure that's canon, that Bowser turns into Fury Bowser when he's super angry. But yeah, Bowser becomes Fury Bowser or Godslayer Bowser, and Bowser Jr. is like, oh, we gotta calm him down, this is bad. Which eventually Bowser does calm down, but like not for good. He goes back into like the ocean or whatever, and you have some time to explore more of the island before he shows back up and starts wrecking everything. Which, by the way, if you didn't know, yes, Bowser will show up from time to time and start wrecking things. I don't know if there's like a specific time frame he shows up, or if there's like a timer, but Bowser will show up and start making a mess of things. But Bowser Jr. is probably like, man, my dad's making a big mess again. We gotta help him, Mario. And in this art right here, Bowser Jr. is clearly visibly upset, meaning that he genuinely is concerned for his father, which is honestly really cool. I'm glad that the father and son bond between Bowser and Bowser Jr. is currently getting expanded through the Mario franchise. I believe it started with the parental controls trailer for the Switch, and has sent maybe it even occurred beforehand. I think there were some cases of it in like Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. But Bowser has always been like a caring father for Junior, and honestly, as cliche, I don't know, as stupid as it sounds, honestly, I'm kind of glad that Nintendo is currently building upon that. That's honestly really, really cool. So yeah, Bowser Jr. is obviously visibly upset, so he's attempting to stop Bowser. What Bowser's doing is obviously beyond Junior's like knowledge and control, so now he's trying to help, which is really cool. But one thing I haven't talked about yet is Mario here. Mario has gone Super Saiyan, essentially. That's what Twitter's talking about it, so I'm going to call him Super Saiyan Mario, because I believe his name is Giga Cat Mario, and that's kind of dumb. So Super Saiyan Mario over here fights Bowser, and the music I'm just going to let the music play real quick, and I want you guys to listen to it. It's crazy. Like, it's genuinely shocking to me that this is something in a Nintendo game. I don't remember the last time Nintendo went this hard. Honestly, I don't remember the last time Nintendo kind of went full out with songs like this. And it's cool, and I'm surprised that this is getting added to a side game of a port. That's crazy. It's honestly insane to me that Nintendo is going all out with this port, and I'm really glad. So that's about it. You know, we talked about a few things. The new dive, which is either locked to Bowser's Fury or is like in every part of the game. Bowser Jr.'s involvement, you know, how Mario gets there, all that good stuff. And yeah, my opinion on real quick. I'm currently still sticking to my opinion on for games that have yet to come out. Bowser's Fury comes out February 12th, and I will be playing it. It has online multiplayer, and I will be playing it. Because I'm going to play it with a bunch of people. I just start messing with them, and it's going to be swag. Swag, whatever. You get the idea. Bowser's Fury comes out February 12th, and if you want to pick it up for yourself, I seriously recommend it. 3D World was a good game, and you honestly should check it out. If you haven't played the Wii U version of it yet, this is a perfect time to go and check it out. Especially with the new mode of Bowser's Fury coming, you'll get to play an old game with some new bells and whistles. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.